the last time I'll be doing this today. And today is a very special day for me and for LTM. It's my son, would have been, my son, it still is Louie's 28th birthday. So, it's kind of, I know, this is so incredibly sad, but it's kind of special to be able to share his story, that his life meant something in hopes of changing some of yours. So I consider it like, a gift that you guys are giving me today. So thank you for letting me be here. I do stand here, and I've said this before, that like sometimes I really can't believe that I'm standing up and talking about my son that is in here. Like, it's still surreal in my head that this is really what went down in our life to a beautiful boy who had, so much potential, and I miss him every moment of every day, and know that like other people's story could be different, and maybe if he sat on some of these, education and awareness events, maybe he'd be standing here sharing his story. But I just think it's necessary because overdose is the leading cause of death amongst teenagers today. And I look at you and I'm like, one of these kids, might go to an overdose, and it's just not. It angers me. It's just not tolerable to lose any more of your beautiful young lives. 120 people a day die in America of an overdose, and we're not talking about it because it's addiction and alcoholism, and it's not a pretty subject. And this is not comfortable. But unless we take it out and put it in proper context with other diseases and what's really going on, it's just going to grow. So I find it a necessity to get out here and pound it in your brains that, we are losing too many beautiful Louies in our life, and it's just not acceptable. So please educate yourself, especially about opiates and heroin. Know that they are the most deadly and the dangerous and the most addictive. Be wise in your decisions, like small little decisions. When Louis first started smoking pot and drinking, I'm sure he didn't think like that's going to snowball into like this, this. And so be wise and conscious in your decisions, knowing, some facts, that addiction is hereditary, genetic, and that you're at a greater risk. Know that if you have some mental illnesses going on, that's a risk factor. Know that the later that you experiment, the better you are for not developing addiction. Just educate yourself and make wise choices, because your choices will affect your life forever, but your choices also affect the people that love you forever. And we just want you to reach your potential, and I don't want any other mother to ever go through this again, and that's why LTM is here. And so with that, I want to introduce you to Louie's first cousin, and her name is Dee Dee, and she's going to share a story. Please have a bright and happy future.